Well, this is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and this is the scene at sold-out Everbank Stadium in downtown Jacksonville. Straight ahead, we punch the second of two tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Now ETN to start the drive. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. And they'll go again with ETN. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Thomas brings it in. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Here's Lawrence. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from April's draft. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Thomas. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 19. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Hands it off out of the gun. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Lawrence. Now he's going to step up and run. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is third down. Now Lawrence to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Thomas. And the Jaguars are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it.
Brian Thomas, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
The Browns take over first and 10.
Looking to put a drive together. From the gun, it's Shador. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. From the 43, here's 2nd and 2. A quick throw caught out wide by Judy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. In a wild card win last week, he had just 2 catches, and now he's got his first one here. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Sanders. Downfield throw tip, but he's still got it. And he'll be out just a yard. Two shy of the 30. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Sanders. And this is incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Throwing again, it's Sanders. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Sanders to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. The opening drive, it continues, Charles, to be all pass, and it's working. Now they're on the doorstep of a touchdown here, 1st and goal.
Brandon, because it's working so well, I think the entire playbook is open for them right now. Do you want to run it? Do you want to continue to throw it? Spin the dial, make your choice. But right now, you like what you're doing in this possession.
From the gun, it's Sanders. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. A try here for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. On play action, Lawrence. Open man, this is Brenton Strange, the tight end. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. ETN up the middle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 1.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. There are times on carries like that where he looks a little bit older than his rookie status.
How many times have we talked when we've gone out to dinner about how precocious these youngsters are that come into the NFL now? They play at a higher level at a younger age. The stars aren't quite in their eyes as much as it used to be, huh?
Now Lawrence. That's caught. It's Travis Hunter. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Lawrence will throw. As he throws there, incomplete.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's Lawrence to throw. He completes it to Hunter. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
ETN trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
2nd and goal from the 1. Once more, ETN. They'll fight for the end zone, but they will stop him again. Shy of the goal line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal.
Hey, Ron. 11. Hey, kill. Here we go.
No question, he's so dangerous down here near the goal line. The safeties, they have to be involved in run support against a quarterback like this. And in turn, they're going to ask their teammates to be involved as well.
A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal.
Hey, kill. Take right open.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And he's got it. It's Thomas for a Jacksonville touchdown. Brian Thomas with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Jaguars take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. The Browns drive about to get started. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Sanders. And his throw here is incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Sanders. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. On the ground, this is Quinshon Judkins.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. From the shotgun, Sanders. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 27-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
To throw now, here's Sanders. Right back to Njoku. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Play action. It's Sanders.
And he's got his man out of the slot, complete.
Here's 2nd and 3. Throwing, Sanders. They'll find Ayuk open right side.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Jerry Jeudy as the first half is winding down. And the Browns have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. And the Browns will take over here at their own 14-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional round. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is, and doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs a year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
A toss to Judkins, running right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And in the second half of a tie game, every decision gets magnified. And here, if he forces this ball, it could be intercepted. So that's the prudent play to just airmail it out of bounds.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Back to throw. Sanders. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun here, Sanders. And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Brandon Ayuk, 35 yards. And the Browns have moved out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. But Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now Lawrence to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is taken at the 23. It's a net of 40 there. Punt of 48 and a return of 8. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
To throw is Sanders, operating from the gun.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That one a first down pickup of 8. Operating from the gun, Sanders.
He's got Ayuk once again.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. In motion, the tight end.
A give up the middle, Judkins.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or 2. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 29-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
All around great play by Devin Lloyd, using his athleticism to get to the backfield and his strength to stop him for a loss. Now Sanders. He'll find Schwartz complete right side.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 19. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Sanders to throw.
And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
From the gun, it's Shador. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
And now an audible here into something else.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Over the middle, complete to Judy.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
Love the effort there. I mean, to get a field goal block in this situation because they knew what was going on. They give up those 3 points there. It's now a 2-possession game.
Yeah, that really changes the complexion here in the second half, doesn't it?
It really does. And now you give your team more than a fighting chance and a little momentum. Terrific job by them setting the tone and picking up their defense.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
1st and 10 at the 47.
Hey, Lion! Tomato!
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's Lawrence. Pass complete. Finds Thomas going across the middle. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. 15 yards.
And the Jaguars take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter.
Both these teams fighting for their playoff lives. All tied, 4th quarter, as the kick is away here.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And as a fan of the NFL, not much more you could hope for in this divisional round matchup. Tie game, 4th quarter. A lot of these fans with their hearts in their throats waiting to see what happens here.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Talk about a momentum shifter right there. Tie game, 4th quarter. These are the plays that win you games. And now defensively, the question becomes, how do you respond?
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Sanders.
Now you could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
A field goal try would be almost 50 yards from this spot. So what can they do to get closer now on 3rd down?
To throw again, here's Sanders. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
On 1st down, here's Jenkins.
And he gets it a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Touchdown, Browns.
Jerry Jeudy.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Browns answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth.
Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And this is a unit that needs to get in gear if they want to play for a conference championship next weekend. Down 7 here in the fourth and a very critical drive upcoming.
This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Got a man, it's De'Ami Brown, complete.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think there he had to come off of his primary receiver in a big way, just trying to get it to a secondary guy, unable to get that play completed.
Checked down, but didn't even have enough time to do that. Incomplete.
Hey, Lion.
Lawrence. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Playoff lives at stake. Boy, this is a big one. Third down. Lawrence going to throw again.
Oh, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be fourth down.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
That is caught. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Again, it's Lawrence. Now he'll tuck this and run. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Lawrence. Targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up fourth down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Straight ahead, Etienne.
And he stopped immediately there.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
Hey, I'm gone.
Here's Lawrence. To the goal line, but it's in.
Complete. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10. Lawrence.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
Both these teams fighting for their playoff lives. All tied, 4th quarter as the kick is away here.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Sanders. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Sanders. Pass to Ayuk, and he's got him on the comeback route.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Throwing, Sanders.
That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up for the 1st and 10.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Judkins going to run it out of the gun.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Well, this crowd doing their best to make a lot of racket. It's 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, Sanders.
And this is going to be caught. He got it. It's a touchdown, and forget overtime. Barring a miracle, they're going to win this thing in regulation. Now the try here for the point after. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. This is 1st and 10.
And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
Here's 1st down. Back to throw, Lawrence.
He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
The Browns going to roll on as we say so long, everybody. Thanks for watching.
It wasn't easy, but nothing is.